This is a demonstration of a virtual concierge powered by IBM Watson. It uses Watson Conversation to extract the intents as a user interacts with the virtual concierge and uses Spark to make personalized recommendations based on the user's profile. It can be customized with intents, amenities, and profile properties that are specific to the brand implementing the virtual concierge. In this example, the user is interacting with a concierge for a generic Las Vegas hotel. What you see in front of you is Facebook Messenger. The virtual concierge is agnostic as to its front-end implementation, and it can be connected to messaging services such as Facebook Messenger, text messaging, native apps, and web apps. There are several advantages to running through Facebook Messenger, specifically that it makes the user's social media profile available. It's a familiar interface. The user likely has the application already installed on their phone, so they don't need to install a native app. And since they're not installing a native app, the user is not likely to uninstall Facebook Messenger after their Las Vegas experience is over. This will allow the conversation to continue after the user has left Las Vegas. There are two ways for the user to interact with the virtual concierge. They can interact by reaching out to the virtual concierge directly and asking it a question, or the virtual concierge can reach out to them. Let's go over the first case right now. So let's say that I'm looking for a nightclub recommendation. I'll reach out to the virtual concierge and I'll tell it that I want to do something tonight. So even though I didn't mention nightlife, it knows that the way I phrase that question, I'm asking about nightlife. So when it asks what kind of nightlife I'm interested in, I'll say that I'm interested in going dancing tonight. And based on the profile that they have about me, my spending habits, what property I'm booked at, they are making the recommendation that I go to the club called Labo. So let's look at the other example where the virtual concierge will reach out to the user. The use case for this would be when a specific targeted event occurs. And let's go over a case where we want to find out if the user has dinner plans. So we could be in a situation where the user doesn't have a reservation at any restaurant that's on the property, and it's approaching dinner time. So we want to see if we can maybe interest the user in getting a reservation at one of the restaurants on the property. So what we have in front of you here is a control panel just for this demo. And from this control panel, I can launch that particular query. This typically would be something that would be scheduled and automated based on some external conditions. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to launch the dinner query, which will prompt the virtual concierge to reach out to me and ask me about my dinner plans. So I will go ahead and I will trigger that, and I'll see that the virtual concierge has sent me a new message asking me if I'm getting hungry. In this case, I am getting hungry. So I'll say yes. I'll ask what kind of restaurant I'm interested in. Tonight I'm interested in getting some sushi. And it recommends a restaurant called Sushi Samba. Again, it makes this recommendation based on what it knows about me. It knows my spending habits. It knows the property that I'm booked at, and it uses that information to intelligently make a recommendation for a sushi restaurant.